Have you ever wondered why, when you check Credit Karma or get your credit pulled by TransUnion or Equifax, that score is usually different than the credit score you get when you get your credit pulled by a lender? Well, there's a very good reason, and today that's what we're going to talk about. The difference between your consumer credit score and your lender credit score. First, let's talk about your consumer credit score. This is a credit score that you're going to see when you look it up on an app such as Credit Karma, or you go to a website like Equifax or TransUnion and you get your free credit report. The consumer score is a version of your credit score that's designed for personal use. It gives you a snapshot of your credit health, helping you understand how lenders might view you, but it's generally more simplified for your personal reference. So if you're looking to find out what your credit score is or where your credit rating is, this is a score you're likely to encounter. Keep in mind that consumer scores are often using different models such as the Vantage score or FICO. So those numbers are going to be a little different than what you get from a lender score. Now let's get into the lender score. The lender score is a credit score you're going to get when you go through a credit card company, a auto company, or even a mortgage banker, and you get your credit pulled. The lender score is based on more specific, industry-focused scoring models. For example, FICO is a common model used by most lenders to assess your risk as a borrower. These scores often take into account factors like your payment history, credit utilization, and how long your credit accounts have been open. Because lenders use this score to determine whether or not you're going to get a loan or a credit card, they are looking at more stringent details to find out really what your credit behavior is. The lender score truly determines whether or not you're going to get approved for the loan or the credit card and what your terms are going to be. So what's the difference between the two? The consumer score is really just giving an idea of what your credit usage is like, whereas the lender score is really being used to determine your credit risk and credit worthiness. Think of it like this. Your consumer score is kind of the ballpark figure, where the lender score is the detailed number that tells you your credit worthiness. Now, the consumer score may not always match the lender score, but they are both using some of the same factors. The big difference is the lender credit score is used to determine whether or not you're going to pay back a loan. So why does this matter? Well, for one, your consumer credit score is something that you should be aware of. It gives you an idea of where your credit score is. That lender score, though, is going to be exact and accurate. If you have a low consumer credit score, it might be a good idea to get that lender score pulled early. This way, if there are things that you can do to improve your credit, you can do that before you're actually going to look at a home or looking to buy a car. What I like to say is, if you think or you know your consumer credit score is low, go ahead, get that lender credit score pulled, and then start working so that when it's time to make that offer, you know that your credit score is higher, and you're not going to go put an offer in on a home or go start looking at homes, and then guess what? You don't qualify because your credit score is low. It's kind of like running a race. Would you rather run a race from all stop, or would you rather have a running head start? Getting your credit pulled early in the process is that running head start that will get you on the path to winning the race to owning your home. So there you have it. Now you know the difference between the consumer credit score and then your lender credit score. If you found this information useful, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and then hit the notification button so that the next time I have an update, you'll be the first to hear. All right, aloha.